Good morning. Good morning to everyone. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. I hope all of you are doing well, um, considering all things. I do have everyone muted, so I do want to kind of show you a couple of things about Zoom before we get started. So just so you can kind of, I'm going to share my screen with you. So as far as Zoom goes, if you're, I can. If your video is on, then I can see you guys and so forth. If you are muted, if you need to ask a question or what have you, you can just hit the microphone over here. Should be somewhere close to what it looks like on your screen. You can just hit that to unmute you so that you can ask a question, or you can just type it into the chat feature. There is a little chat area where you can type, and then I can kind of see those questions as we go along. And towards the end, I'll also give you an opportunity to ask questions, okay? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get started. Um, I have a quick little agenda that I wanna show you about today, okay? So as far as point of contact, if you email me for any questions that you have, any concerns, and I will get back to you within 24 hours. Our next meeting is going to be next Monday. I'm going to try to meet on Mondays just to see if anybody needs help or if anybody has any questions and so forth. If you don't have any questions or you don't need any help, it's not necessary for you to log in. It's just kind of for me to touch base with people who need some assistance and so forth. Before we got out for the break, I did show everybody their assignments. So if you know where your assignments are and you're okay, you're free to go ahead and do what you need to do. You don't have to check in with me. I will be pulling up the reports so I can see who all has been completing assignments and so forth and who hasn't. So just know that I'll be reaching out via email to let you know if your student has been completing their assignments and so forth or not. So I will be doing that. So I'll just go ahead and get started. So for Human A&P, you're going to be on CK12. This is the code that you put in to set up your account. For this first assignment, it is due by the 27th, and it's the respiratory unit. The second one is due by April 3rd, and it's the cardiovascular unit. And then the third one is due by April the 8th, digestive unit. All of your assignments for Q4 are online. You also have an online project that's going to be posted to Schoology by April the 8th. I had already previously planned for you guys to be online, so this did not come as a distraction or deterrent from what we already planned on doing. Okay? All right, so with Avid, you're going to be on No Red Ink. The class code is Freezing Plum 89. Most of you already have your account because we've been using No Red Ink anyway. Your first assignment is due March 25th. That is this week, and it is What is Maple Syrup quiz on commonly confused words 3. On March the 27th, you have a quick write on the coronavirus using evidence. For this particular one, you want to make sure that you're talking. There's a couple of questions on there about the coronavirus, and you want to make sure that you're using evidence. I will show you what that looks like in just a few minutes. On April the 1st, the 1906 San Francisco earthquake quiz on adjectives. April the 3rd, you have a unit diagnostic, body paragraphs, claims, evidence, and reasoning. And when you log into these, it does give you an estimate of how long these things will take. They will vary for you. You might take longer, you might take less. But these are the due dates for all of those different assignments. Let me do a touch in real quick. Can somebody unmute themselves and just let me know that you guys can hear me, that you can also see my screen? I just wanted to make
I
sure.
can hear you.
Thank you, Emmett.
You're welcome.
I miss
Hey,
you.
Miss Miller.
Miss you
Hi.
too.
I didn't think I'd be telling most of y'all I miss y'all, but I do miss y'all. It's been real boring. I ain't got nobody to joke with and so forth. So, but nevertheless, we will be back. Okay,
Okay.
y'all. Okay, so for ecology classes, you guys are on CK12. I have the code for first period, third period, and seventh period in case you did not get your codes before we left. I have also created a class for Miss Beaudry's class. So if you guys know some students that's with Miss Beaudry, tell them that we are going to put this out there for them. But this is the code for their class. They're going to have the same assignments as you guys have, and we're going to roll with that. The same thing for Miss Collins and Miss Carpenter's class. This is the code for them. And so they have the same assignments as you. So that's what we'll go with, okay? For ecology, you have March the 23rd through April the 3rd. So April the 3rd is your first assignment when it's due. It is 7 modules, and I'll show you what those things look like again in case you forgot. April the 3rd through the 10th, you have 4 modules that are due. And then you guys have an ABCs of Biology project that's going to be posted on Schoology by April the 8th, okay? Let me see if there's anything else. Also, these are the Schoology codes in case somebody still is not in Schoology and you need to be in Schoology, please be in Schoology. But these are the codes so that you can go back and access those and get back in there if you did not get in there, because you will have to turn in the ABCs of Biology in Schoology. Okay? All right. And that is my agenda of everything. I am going to show you the websites really quickly for anybody who has any questions or don't know how to navigate that, and so forth. Won't be long, promise you. The first one I'm gonna go to is actually, let me see. Okay, somebody needs to mute.
I swear.
Somebody wants to make sure you mute it. You should be muted when you come in. I had it set that way. So, and also be careful with Zoom, because Zoom, we can see you if you have your camera on, whether you're from your phone or so forth. So make sure that you know that you remember that your camera's on. Make sure you cut your mic off. All right. So the next thing I want to share with the screen. All right, so y'all should be able to see this. I'm going to go through these websites really quickly. I'm gonna start with No Red Ink, just for my avid students. If you haven't set up your account, you would sign up. It's a free account. And once you set up your account, you're going to use that code that I previously showed you, so that you can log in. But I'm gonna log in under mine so I can kind of see what people have been doing. All right. So this is what it looks like on my end. Let me click on view assignments so y'all can see that. All right, we got some new people. So it says I have 13 new people who joined the class. Those of you who just recently joined the class, I will go in and add your assignments today. I just noticed that, so I will have to go in and add you to assignments. So you might not see these assignments right now. Y'all do see my screen, right? Or the website.
Yes, ma'am, we can see it.
All right, thank you. All right, so this is where your quiz is and so forth. It's showing you the different things. It has the date, the due date. Now the due dates are solid. You know what I'm saying? You can work early, you can work ahead, but when it closes, it closes. And I'm going to be putting in those grades every week, sometimes every day. I'm bored. I got plenty of time to put in your grades, okay? So please make sure that you are doing what you need to do. If you're having any technology problems, or if you know somebody who maybe didn't log in today, and so forth, just communicate with me. Send me an email. Let me know what's going on so we can work around those issues that we might have. But this is pretty much what it is. Once you go to it, you click on it, and you just complete the assignment. Of course, this is going to be looking different for you, but this pretty much is going to show me everybody as they do the actual quiz. And then when you get to the quick write, let me see, I want to see. So the questions for the quick write say, what is the coronavirus? Why has it been called a pandemic? How should our nation be responding? And so with this, though, you're going to have to include evidence from some type of news report. So go online, go to CNN, go to, a reputable news source and actually, quote something from them about what they said as far as how our nation should be responding. Many of you may have heard about the stimulus package and so forth. It actually didn't pass yet. The Democrats are working on something. You might want to talk about that. As far as how our nation should be responding. Do you think we need a stimulus package to kind of help people financially? Do you think we should have different things that have happened in Italy where they put a hold on mortgage payments and everything so people can't get evicted from their homes, so forth? What are your thoughts? Okay. So that, and also making sure that you support your thoughts with evidence from something that is reputable. Okay. And so these are pretty straightforward. Once you complete them, I'll be able to see. I can go and show you the student data because some people have already started working on it. Shout out to y'all. And so when I log in, I can see an average of what you have completed so far. And then I can see that, for instance, Leilani's already did the practice that's due on the 8th. Kayla's did the practice or the quiz that's due on the 8th. Okay. So y'all want to also make sure that in doing these that you have completed the ones that's due recently too. And I don't want to have to readjust my screen and stuff to get this over, but you get the idea. So it's going to show me what you did, and then I can click on it and look at everything and so forth. Okay. So don't go in there just playing around. Take it seriously so you can get good grades on here. And if I see that you're not doing very well, I'll probably try to assign you something additional to kind of help you out and so forth. Okay. But as long as you go through, you take it seriously, you do it, you should be getting some good grades off of here, and it should really help impact your average. All right, so that's no red ink. I'm gonna go ahead and go to CK12, and I'm not gonna show you everything on CK12. I'm just gonna go ahead and, like I said, I have already went through this with you all and showed y'all this because we were prepared for this. Whether we knew it or not, we were prepared. Okay. All right, so with CK12, oops, that came off. There we go. All right, with CK12, you set up your account. Most of you have already set up your account. Some of you went on that Thursday, the last day we were together. Some of you went on and did work, and I appreciate that. That's good. So I'll start with Human A&P. For your assignments, they're going to pop up in order when you click on assignments, and you'll see the due date over here. And so when you click on it, it shows you your modules. And once you click on your module, you're just going to work through it. You can read as much as you need to, watch as many videos as you need to prepare you for your practice. The practice is the actual part that gets you your grade. Now, at the end, once you click on practice, it's going to show you about how long it should take you to do this practice. Now, if you didn't read anything, watch any videos, and you're not prepared, that's probably going to take you a lot longer on your practice. So when you get over here to actually start taking the practice, if you realize you don't know the answers, or you can click here to get a hint. Hint might not help you that much if you didn't watch the video or read the information. So then you may have to click on stop for now. And if you stop for now, it's going to submit what you have so far. And then once you get ready to come back, you'll come back and click on practice and you'll finish it. There's also going to be a part that says something about submit or turn in. If you don't turn in, it's not going to give me your grade. So a lot of you may be working through practices. You're going to have to go back to those practices and hit submit if you need to. Some of you may have to do that. Now over here, it does have a place for downloading worksheets, or I can download an actual worksheet or what have you. So if you know somebody who's having technical problems with the internet or what have you, they don't have devices and they need hard copies, let me know, because we can try to figure out how to get the worksheets printed and get it to them and so forth. But hopefully everybody at least has a phone or something to where you can, and I think this CK12 may have an app. I'm not sure, but you can check that out. Or you don't have to have the app. You can just go to the website. Kind of give you a quick idea of what's going on with the Human A&P class. Let's check in and see who's been doing work. All right, so have some people, Miss Armstrong has been working, right? Okay. Let me see if I can minimize this so I can scroll over, move this over some. All right. So it kind of goes in reverse. So this is what's due on the 27th. Miss Armstrong has completed every single one of those of practice already. She already got 100 average all the way across here. All the way across here. Then she made a 90 and an 80 and so forth. So she is making a lot of progress. What that means is that she ain't playing no games. She going in, she logging in, she doing what she needs to do. You need to be like her. All right, Diana has did a couple of them. If Diana, if you're on, I want you to make sure you go back and check these other ones and see if you did them and then submit them. So make sure that you go in and hit turn in so that you actually, show up and so forth. So I'll be going in and taking this. Now, just know that for Q4, our district does require 17 grades. Now, if you look through here, this May, I hadn't counted this up to see if it's 17 or more. I think it's more than 17. I'm going to take your top 17, okay? So if you got 17 100s and you got a 80 and a 70 and 20, whatever, I'm going to take those 17 100s, okay? So make sure that you are doing your work and so forth, okay? Let me go check in with ecology. We'll look at ecology first period. And all right, first period. Let's see. Let me click all the way over in. All right, we got some folks. Alana's been in there doing some work. Okay. Valtoria's been doing some work. Some part of this is old. Oh, that's old stuff right there. My bad. That's some old makeup work. This is the recent. Okay, yeah. Looks like Julio logged in and completed some practice. Valtoria's been really working. I see you, Valtoria. Alana. Okay. So let's make sure we're logging in, you guys. This is today, starts the first week of the quarter. You off of spring break technically. So let's make sure that we get logged in and so forth. This is third period. I do want to kind of let you see what I see, so that if you have been working and you don't see credit for it on here, I want you to make sure you go back in and check that you hit turned in. Aaliyah's been working. Corey, I see you. I think that's Sky. Okay. And y'all make sure that you're not, if you are skipping sections, that you go back and complete those sections before the due date, okay? Throughout the week, I'm going to be kind of checking in on some folks, especially people that I don't see have logged in at all. I'll be shooting some emails to y'all this week. And if you see a weird number come across your screen, you're at the house, don't be ignoring my phone calls. Because I will call some of y'all if I need to. All right? And then that's that. Does anybody have any questions?
No, ma'am. I don't have any.
Okay. Let me check. Okay. Let me see who all was in here. I saw Emmett, Tori. I found Yoko, Unique. I found Michaela, Audrey, Tanja, Ash. I found KG. Okay. All right. So y'all, also, in case you need to know, those distribution locations where they're distributing food, they're still having those. The YMCA stepped in so they could do that. So if you need to make it to those locations and so forth, do what you need to do. Y'all make sure y'all take care. Don't be out in these streets. Make sure that you are social distancing, washing your hands, all of that good stuff. And hopefully we'll be back together soon. To my seniors, I am praying for you guys. Keep your head up. We're going to have a prom. We're going to have a graduation. Okay. If it's delayed, that does not mean denied. Okay. We still gonna celebrate you guys and make sure that you are sent off to college in good fashion. Okay. I love y'all. Take care of y'all, and I will see y'all next Monday. Okay. If you don't
Okay.
need any help, you don't have to log in unless you just want to see my smiling face. Okay. All right. Love
All right.
y'all.
See you
Y'all
later.
take care. All right. Bye bye.